to show everyone just what I'm going to be planting in the garden tower. I've got red cherry tomato. I'll do 3 of those. I'm going to do 3 Market More cucumbers. I'm going to do 3 of these bride eggplants. I'm going to do 3 of this Black Magic Dino Kale. 3 of these Silet's tomatoes. 3 of this gourmet lettuce, and then only 2 of the sweet basil. That'll count out to 20 of the pots. The only reason why I'm doing 2 basil is I'm also going to be doing an outdoor garden with soil that's going to have kind of herbs in it, and I'll show that to you. So for my outdoor garden, I'm going to do some of this Genovese basil, some cilantro, some thyme, and some mint, because who doesn't like a little mint? And I'll be doing these on the outdoor, my patio and my garden planter. So we should be able to get some good stuff out for this season. We'll see how it goes. And I'll just keep you guys updated on it. All right, everyone, I've got the water filled into my basin here. You probably can't see it very well, but it's in there. There's about 20 gallons in there. It's running right now just to make sure the pump's working okay. And this is how it works. You can see it pumps up through that center tube there, dribbles down, and goes through each one of the layers all the way back down and gets back into the basin there. And gets replenished into the pump and goes straight back up the center stand again. So what I'm going to do next is I'll mix up the plant food, get that put in there, balance out the pH, and once seedlings have grown, I'll be able to plant those in these baskets here, and we should be good to go. So here's the mineral blend that we're going to use to put into the hydroponic tower. It comes in 2 containers. We have A and B. And what they recommend you do is for your first attempt, or at least your first filling, before you have any new plants in, they want you to put this in at half strength. So for a 20-gallon container of water, we're going to put in 200 milliliters of A and 200 milliliters of B using this measuring cup. And then I'm also going to be wearing some gloves because this stuff can be irritating to your skin. And then just something to stir the water up with. And so we'll do that. And then once these are added into the tower, what we'll do is we'll use our pH tester, which I'll show you later, and test the pH levels of the water. And however it comes out, we can adjust the pH level to be as conducive to growing as we can, which is usually around between 5.5 and 6.5 on the pH scale. So anyway, I will go ahead and add this up, and then once I'm done, I'll get the pH tester out, and we'll see how it looks. All right, so we're ready to test the pH levels of the water in my reservoir that I've already treated with the mineral blend. So I've got 5 milliliters here of the reservoir water. I've got my pH tester. I've got the pH scale, which using the color code here, you can tell if your solution is alkaline or if it's an acidic, based on the scale. And like I said, our optimum level that we're looking for is somewhere between 5.5 and 6.5 on the scale. If we do need to do any adjusting, we've got our pH adjusters. If I need to make the fluid more acidic, I've got the acid here. If I need to make it more alkaline, I've got my base right here. And depending on how the scale is, will depend on what I add. They suggest just adding a teaspoon at a time and then retesting, and then just going from there. And as you can tell, I've got my protective gloves on to make sure I don't break out in a rash or anything like that. So here we go. So we've got our 5 milliliters. I'm going to take the cap off the lid here. I'm going to just give the tester a good shake, break the seal, take it off, and then about 5 drops is what we're going to add. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, wrong cap. All right. So put this back on. Give it a shake. Check it out. And I'm just testing against the scale here. And I don't know, it's slightly acidic, I'd say. So I definitely need to add some base to it to make it more alkaline. So that's what I'm going to do. I won't put you through that, but I'll be adding about a teaspoon then of the base here to the water. I'll mix that up and then I'll retest it. There you go. That's all there is to it. I might come back and show you what it looks like after I've done it, and I'll let you know how many times it took me to balance out the blend. Good morning, everyone. I went to bed last night, then woke up and realized I hadn't filmed this part of it. I finally managed to get the pH balanced out. As you can tell by the chart here, I kind of got it around the middle of the road, about 6.0 on the pH scale. It took a while, or not a while, but a heavy dose of base to get this color. I got such a strong acidic reaction that I went ahead and instead of using the teaspoon measurements that are recommended, I went with a tablespoon until it started getting close, and then I kind of slacked off on the amounts of base I was using. But I finally got it to about where I wanted it, and now I'm ready to start planting my seedlings, and we'll start growing some stuff. I will talk to you folks later. Hello everyone, it's Friday, February 16th. I wanted to show you some progress on my plantings. As you can see, I planted these on February the 9th, so it's been about a week. Planted cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, eggplants, some kale, some Siletz tomatoes, lettuce, and basil. And as you can tell, things are coming along very well. My cherry tomatoes have sprouted out, along with my cucumber vines are starting to spread out. Nothing yet from the eggplant, maybe something here in a day or two. The kale is coming up. Nothing yet from the Siletz tomatoes. Actually, do have one small little guy right here coming up. And then also the lettuce is coming up, and my basil. Again, not using any soil with these, it's just water, mineralized water, and they're growing up with this rock wool. We'll give them a few weeks to grow, and then once they grow, we'll move them into the hydroponic tower and let them continue growing in there for harvesting. But it's looking really good. And now what I've also done is today I went ahead and planted something for my herb garden outside. As you I got these little soil samples here. I got basil, cilantro, and then on the flip side, I've got thyme and mint, 3 of each. And those just got planted today, so within a few weeks, they should be sprouted up and growing nice and healthy for transplant to my outside planter sometime maybe around the end of March or so. So anyway, that's my progress. Things are going well. I'm going to be leaving for work, so once I get back, these should be ready to move, and I'll let you guys in on the update. You guys have a good day. All right, we're ready to do the pH testing here for the water. So what I have here is I've got 5 milliliters of the water from my reservoir that I've already treated. Hello, Carson.
Could you retake it, please?
I can retake it.